Well, I've got the fan and hub assembly off this Model T engine. I decided to take a look at the timer. They call it a timer. Now I would call it a distributor. It distributes the spark to the spark plugs. I haven't had this apart yet. I've been watching some other fellas' videos on it. But this is your timer right here. And this is how they retard and advance the spark, by turning this. Just like on a modern distributor on an automobile, newer automobile, you can adjust the distributor to set the initial timing, and then after that the timing is adjusted automatically. So to take this timer off, there's a little spring clip here. We'll flip that out of the way, and this cap should come right off. Now, this is a surprise. This is not your standard Model T timer. Something's a little different here. Let's take it over. I don't know if you can read that or not. But this says it's a new day timer. And it's supposed to be short proof. So evidently this is an aftermarket thing, and they made all sorts of stuff for Model T's aftermarket. New day timer. That's interesting. And these wires are all hooked to the, I believe, the coil box. And I believe that this grounds out the coils so that it completes the circuit. To the buzz coils to provide spark to the spark plugs. But this looks kind of dirty inside. I'll clean that out. But you can see the four copper contacts there. That's interesting. And down here, that's the shaft on the end of the timer, and there's evidently a little brush or something in there that rubs against those contacts. Let me I'm going to turn the engine over to see if we can see where that brush is at, because there's got to be something. Yeah, right there. Right there's your brush, and that makes contact with the cap on that timer. That's interesting. I haven't seen anything like this on any YouTube videos I've watched so far. One other thing I've noticed on this engine, somebody has put an auxiliary oil line. That's what this is right here. That's an auxiliary oil line to oil the front of the engine. And that is attached back here. They call that the hogshead. It's the top of the transmission, and it's attached to the magneto outlet. This was also an accessory. This wasn't from Ford. I've been reading plenty of stories about lack of oil to the front of the engine. And this is a aftermarket solution, and I believe it must have worked, because there's you can still buy these conversions to provide extra oil to the front of the engine. So that's interesting. For an upgrade to the old 1925 Model T coupe. I've already taken that oil line off and make sure it wasn't plugged up. There wasn't anything in it, it was nice and clean. So we're making progress on the old Model T coupe. But what else could you do on a day like today? They've got us under a winter storm warning, or watch, not a warning, just a watch. So you can bet the grocery stores are all full. They're lined up, filling up their gas tanks. Well, I'm in here where it's nice and warm, working on the old Model T.